So the Louder with Crowder just went off. I just watched the whole thing. I'm in Mug Club. Y'all should join Mug Club. So that just finished. I'm so happy that they're back and on Rumble. I wanted to get on here and talk about the Donald Dilbeck thing that was just in the news. Just happened about a week ago, maybe a couple weeks ago. I'm a bit late on it. He got executed in Florida. I think DeSantis put that in, said speed it up. You know, maybe should have been done earlier by a different governor, but, you know, better late than never, I guess, which will be a point of this. So he was a man who killed a deputy in 1979, I believe, 1979, and he was in prison for 11 years, got out. Let me find back where I was at. So it is, it says, this is from the Tallahassee Democrat website, so it says Dilbeck escaped, this was in 1990 again, escaped while participating in an off-site vocational program in Quincy. According to the governor's office, he bought a knife while walking to Tallahassee in the next county over, then stabbed Van in a shopping mall parking lot and took her car, according to court records. He crashed nearby before being caught. Van was waiting in the car alone while her family shopped. Okay, and that was Faye Van that was killed there. So he was in prison for 11 years first, after he killed his first person, and then he's been in prison, 32 years, and then he finally gets executed by lethal injection. So I just wanted to talk about this because I think that the whole, I think it's a good thing that we would execute people. I think it's necessary, completely necessary. But I don't like that there's so many appeals and just now, 42 years that somebody's just sitting in prison before they're ever executed, because he should have been executed the first murder. But I think that it's a point of your right to life, which the people that he killed has a right to life. He has a right to life. When he's taken one person's right to life, then you don't have yours anymore. You're intruding on other people's basic, beginning, first, higher, superior right, which is just to be able to live. So he should have had his taken away because he's a threat to everyone else. Like this shows, he was a threat after killing the first person, because like this exactly happened, he got out and killed someone else. So I think that that's very important to have the death penalty. And in this same website, it's talking about how the jury rejected the death penalty for the Parkland gunman where he killed 17 people. That's ridiculous that he's not going to be killed. I don't know how old that kid was. Doesn't really matter. It does a little bit, but I think he's older than 16. So you should die for that. You've killed 17 people, and it just seems simple that you should die for that. So you are absolutely not a threat, and you don't make people in your community, the victims' families, all these people worry and, you know, have you in the back of their mind that, like, you could do this again at any moment that you wanted to, because you've done it before. You could easily do it again. Not easily, but you could easily do it again by getting out like this guy did and just do it again. So, seems easy. Right to life, superior right. You kill someone, take their right to life away, that ends yours. You shouldn't be allowed to keep yours when you've taken people's away. So part of this was that his mother apparently was like an alcoholic or something whenever she was pregnant, so he's got brain issues because of that. Like, the formation of his brain isn't correct because of the alcohol running through his system as he's being formed. And so that's part of why, you know, the appeals process, all that, is kind of long, because you have the option to make the, like, insanity plea and all that kind of stuff. I think that's, you know, reasonable. I don't think if you have killed people, I don't necessarily think that it matters if you are just a threat to people's life. If you have any other kind of disease, mental illness, anything, you're insane, I don't think that that's very, I don't think it really has an impact, because you're still taking someone's right to life and you're a threat to everyone else around you. So, the death penalty is a solution in that case, because, like, for Donald Dilbeck, he got out of prison and killed someone again. That's the whole purpose for capital punishment. The risk is alleviated, gone, and plus we're not paying for them to keep on living. So both of those is kind of a point. You know, the appeals thing takes that long for some reason, and I don't think it's just because they're trying to plead insanity or all these other things that they could possibly say, you know, oh, it was self-defense, I don't know. So it shouldn't take that long. It should be like, you kill someone and just a little bit later, like within a year, if there's, you know, proving that you did it, and, you know, all the same things that you normally have to prove, then they should die, because there's no sense in saying, like, oh yeah, you have the death penalty, you're going to be on death row, you're going to die, and then waiting freaking 42 years to kill somebody. Another argument for, you know, not having capital punishment is they've had some that they've killed, and they've found out later with DNA that, oh, they didn't do it, so that's a reason to not do it now. That doesn't make sense, because obviously we have DNA now. If it's like circumstantial evidence that you're convicting somebody for murders on, obviously don't kill them, because you don't know for a fact. If you know for a fact, you've got their freaking fingerprints on a knife, somebody watched them do it, they're on camera doing it, any of those kinds of things, you know that they did it for a fact, they should die, because they've taken other people's life. That's about it. That's just bothered me. I think that, capital punishment is necessary. It helps people understand maybe a little bit that they can't get away with this stuff. Because if you are just wanting to go kill 17 people, or 2 people, or any people, then, and you think that you're just going to be able to get away with it because you're going to keep being able to live, then that's not fair. You've taken so much away from all these people and all of their families. The whole community now feels unsafe and unstable because you are there. You should not be allowed to live. That's it. Thank you.